Good morning, everybody. Today we'll discuss in psychology motivation. A student may be seen to burn midnight oil as the examination comes nearer and nearer, while another student of same class at the same time may be seen enjoying TV programs. What makes these two students behave in a particular manner at the same time? The answer of this question is motivation. Behind motivation, there lie some activating forces. Psychologists have derived these activating forces as needs, drives, and motives. So needs, drives, and motives make motivation. Now, what is needs? General wants or desires of a human being are called needs. Feeling of need is a dynamic force that activates or moves the organism to satisfy. Needs are of two types. One is biological, another is socio-psychological. All bodily or organic needs are called biological needs. For example, needs for oxygen, water, needs for food, etc., which are essential for our survival and growth. Socio-psychological needs, they related with society like security, love, etc. Now the drive. A need gives rise to an activating force named as drive that moves him to act or behave in a particular fashion at a particular time. Thus, drive acts as a basic activating force behind behavior. Nowadays, drive is replaced by the psychologist with the word motive. So, there is no difference between drive and motive. Thus, motive may be defined as an activating force that originates from a need and moves an organism to act or behave in a particular fashion at a particular time. There are various types like organic motives, emergency motives, objective motives. Organic motives, they are related with biological needs like hunger, thirst, etc. Emergency motives related with emergency situations. In some emergency we want to escape, that is, there is escape motive, and some adverse situation which we have to combat with the situation, that is combat motive, etc. They are the emergency motive. Objective motives, they are related with some specific objects. So behind these motives there lies some specific objects. Manipulation, exploration of something, definitely these are occurred against some specific object, so they are termed as objective motives. Now the theory of motivation. There are various theories regarding motivation. One of them is the behaviorist theory. Another is Freud's theory, another is Adler's theory, cognitive theory, and Maslow's theory. According to behaviorist theory, need in the form of stimulation gives rise to drive or motive, which in turn produces motivation. Sigmund Freud, another notable psychologist, he advocated some theory regarding motivation. According to him, that instincts are the ultimate cause of motivation. That he is saying, for motivation, there must be some instincts. Earlier we have discussed regarding instincts. Now Adler's theory. Adler opines that human beings are motivated primarily by social urges. Therefore, human motivation can only be explained by a single drive or motive named as security drive. According to cognitive theory, motivation is helped by cognitive abilities. Maslow's theory of motivation. Maslow, in his theory, put forward a hierarchical structure of needs for explaining of human motivation. In his hierarchy, he had given 5 steps. At the bottom, there is self-actualization. At the bottom there is self-physiological needs, and at the top there is self-actualization. So from bottom to top, first one is physiological needs, second one is safety needs, third is social needs, fourth is esteem needs, and fifth is self-actualization. Physiological needs includes such as hunger, thirst, sleep, etc. Safety needs includes security, protection from danger, and freedom from pain, etc. Social needs, according to him, sometimes also referred to as love needs, such as friendship, giving and receiving love, engaging in social activities, and group membership. Esteem needs, he is telling that this includes both self-respect and the esteem of others. For example, the desire for self-confidence and achievement, and recognition and appreciation. And the top there is self-actualization. This is about the desire to develop and realize one's full potential, to become everything you can be. Motives can be measured through direct, indirect, and experimental methods. In direct method, the subject expresses its motive through verbal or other behavior. In indirect method of measuring, there is projective techniques. Here the subject is either unaware or is determined not to reveal its real motive in situation. In experimental method, the motive of an individual is observed under controlled situations. This is in nutshell regarding motivation. What is motive, motivation, theories of motivation, etc. Thank you all today up to this.